We all needed love. We all needed support. We all needed to believe we mattered. And not one of us, from the time we can remember, knew who we were. And we found ourselves through life and how it unfolded and how people acted and responded and treated us. In a very, very young age, you were nothing more than how you responded to how it unfolded. And that's why people talk about their story all the time. Because it's the only place they found any sense of identity, whether good or bad. And then the life we've lived becomes the reason for our being. And we're this way because. And I wouldn't be this way if. And the only reason I'm this way because, and you don't know what it was like in my shoes and if you, and how would you feel if, and all of a sudden everything's justified and the whole time we're living one big lie of deception and we're not even the real people that we're created to be. Listen, when you're in grade school and they're laughing at you, and you're old enough to realize they're not just laughing, they're laughing at you. And you're young, but you're old enough to understand they're mocking. And it's in the cafeteria, and it's not just one child, it's 4 of them, and you're only sitting at a table of 5. So the 4 that are with you are mocking. And that's challenging to a youngster. And you got options, but not many. Because you don't know truth and you don't know who you are. So you internalize the mocking. The mocking is taken personal, and there's no chance that it's not at that age because we don't have truth in our hearts in a way that we can defend. So you become, in one way, shape, or form, the expression and the outraying of the moment and the mocking. You either get broken, hurt, and introverted, insecure. You either get plastic, callous, act numb, like it don't matter when it really deep down in does, and you put on a whatever face, or you get hard, angry, and become a fighter. But no matter how you respond, none of your responses are ever the real you. And they're all built on a lie called hurt, pain, self-centeredness, how I feel, and how they made me feel. Ain't that something? And all of a sudden we become at the mercy of men. And our whole life is dictated by how others treat, act, and live and talk. And there's no mercy in there. There's a whole bunch of empty vessels and dry cups trying to survive like you are. And some of them think they got it made, and some of them have plenty of money. And nobody's ever fulfilled. Some of the richest, most made-it people have committed suicide. By earthly standards. Because nothing can fill the emptiness of what we're living. Because we're never living what we're here for. If we're living without Him. The only reason God made man is to be found in His image. Not to go to heaven when he dies. The only reason that comes into play is because death entered the earth through sin. And because all men sinned, all men die. So it's appointed once for every man to die, but to be absent from the body is present with the Lord, so we still live. Yes. So the only reason the big push for heaven is in the picture is because death came on the scene. But God never made man to die. He just made man to live forever with Him and in Him. So we made the goal of the gospel praying a prayer to go to heaven when we die. Instead of getting back to the Father so who He is can get in us and we can live Him while we live. So now we're tricked into trying to use God to get through life instead of manifest Christ in the midst of life. Are you with me?